We must move forward in a planned and thoughtful manner. I look forward to receiving the results of the retroactive pay analysis from the Retroactive Pay Commission that was created for that purpose, and to receiving their recommendations on how we should address this issue. Then we will move forward with the development and implementation of a plan to address the retroactive pay issue and move forward on the pension funding. We must, you and I, work together in all that we undertake if we are to uphold the oaths that we have taken. This is our collective obligation as we do our work for the citizens of this territory who have sent us here to do the people's business. Suffice it to say that we cannot, and we will not, surmount all of the extraordinary challenges that we face today, as if we do not commit ourselves to set aside partisanship and pettiness, cynicism and self-interest on behalf of the people that we serve. Our people understand that we face hard times, and they understand that in times of adversity, as in times of emergency, all must pitch in and help. As we saw in the wake of Hurricane Omar last October, Virgin Islanders have shown that they can stand together, and they have shown that they can act bravely to help one another. Our people recognize what the President said all must recognize, that we have duties to ourselves, our nation, and the world. Duties that we do not grudgingly accept, but rather seize gladly. And so it is my great pleasure this evening to commend three brave individuals who saw duty beyond self and stepped up, putting their own lives in jeopardy to save others. Jothwan Barnes and Gary Jarvis, two junior high students at John H. Richland Junior High School, escaped from a burning bus, but then together with their teacher, Priscilla Marcin, went back into the bus to rescue other students and the driver. Please recognize them. Thank you. Before I close, I must comment on one more matter. We will soon have the work product of the 5th Constitutional Convention. We have placed a great responsibility upon the delegates to the convention. It is their work. If their work is to be deemed worthwhile, if it is to be acceptable and accepted, it must adhere to the principles that have brought us and brought them to this task, both as Americans and as Virgin Islanders. We in the executive and legislative branches of our government must, without waste and without extravagance, support them in their important work. Theirs is the challenge of living up to the demands of our history. Theirs is the challenge of bringing to their work the strength of Queen Mary and Bud Hope, who blazed new trails for our people, the brilliance of Wilmoth Blyden to chart the unknown, the intelligence and focus of Earl B. Otley, the passion of Ruby Rouse, the integrity of Rothschild Francis, and the character of D. Hamilton Jackson to stand up for what is right. They must rise to the challenge, to the standard set by our principles and goals, and they must present to the voters of this territory a document that celebrates and guarantees the liberty for which so many have sacrificed. A document that guarantees as well equal opportunity and treatment. That is to say, the fundamental justice each of us here is bound to pursue every day we go to work as public officials. For just as has often been said that united we stand, divided we fall, so it is true that if the draft constitution they present to me as governor and to the people of the Virgin Islands is not one with our principles, if it is not united in our principles, then surely it would fall and it will fail to gain the support of our people. But when they meet this challenge, then I will be able to sign the transmittal letter to our new president, confident in the knowledge that I am standing at the end of a long line of my predecessors, be they naval governors, appointed governors, or our 6 elected governors. who all have worked to bring us closer to the day when the people of the Virgin Islands can affirm that they helped define our rights and status as residents of the United States Virgin Islands. There is, however, one right of citizenship that I intend to press directly and without delay on behalf of all of us, and that is the right to vote for president. How and when we shall win this right, I cannot say, but neither can I wait to act, to use my office to petition Congress and the President to address the yearning of the American citizens of America's paradise to vote for the next president. So we gather here tonight at a great and challenging time in our history. I reflect on President Obama's words from his inaugural address. It is now clear, if there was any doubt before, that we are a global village. For as large as the world community might be, and as diverse as our identities of race and religion, gender and ethnicity, our futures are woven ever tightly more by networks of information and communications, of finance and commerce. And within our territory, our future success, that of ourselves, of our families, and our neighbors, rests with our ability to embrace those things that unite us and set aside those things that might, in another time, divide us. What a poet wrote many centuries ago rings more true today than ever. No man is an island unto himself, and neither are our islands unto themselves. We all need each other. I pray that years from now, American citizens and historians alike will look back and say that in 2009, a young American president, drawing on the participation and ideals of people from all quarters, and working with a Democratic majority in the Congress and a Republican minority, was able to see and seize the opportunities that the present crisis presented. I pray that we and they will look back and say that our politicians and our citizens followed the lead of this new leader, and that together we forged new policies, new understandings, and new programs that brought us not just change, but positive change, not just movement, but progress, and not just good times, but prosperity. Cynics among us will argue that this could never happen here, but I'm not a cynic. I am, and I remain a person of faith. And so it is, with a spirit of determination and faith, that we might create together, and that I call each and every one in this new Senate to imagine a future that is different from the past, and to make the choice to work together with each other and with me, so that we might weather these turbulent times and build a strong and brighter future together. So I close by stating once again my belief that although we find ourselves concerned, that concern is matched by our determination. We know that it will be difficult times ahead, but we have faith that we will persevere and that we will prevail. The verses of the great hymn of our people call for us to sing a song full of faith that the dark past has taught us, sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. We shall do what we can, and we shall do what we must, with a determination fueled by hope and by confirmation by faith. We know that there is only one way, and that way is to move forward together. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States Virgin Islands.